Dear God in heaven, please help me to share this dream that I had, and please help me to remember it, and please bless the hearts and minds of those that hear it, to receive it. So I had this really long dream. This was a very vivid dream. It felt real. I felt like it was happening in real life. And in the dream, my family, I was over their house. I was over like my parents' house, and my oldest brother was there, and different family members were there. And I was telling them that I had a dream where I saw that when you look up in the sky, you saw all these planets, and they was close to the earth. And I was telling them that I saw what looked like a white Saturn. It looked like a white planet, like a white Saturn, and that the rings look white too. And I was telling them how I saw what looked like other planets, and it was close to the earth, and this dream was so real. And I was just going around telling people this, and so that was like the length of the dream going around. I mean, that was a lot of the dream, even, just me going around telling people about this dream that I had previously. And in the dream, as I was telling them about this dream that I had, I was seeing myself having the dream. Like I was telling them, and I was like seeing a vision of me having the dream before. And in real life, this is true. So I have to hunt that dream down, but I did have this dream, and I put it in the comment section. And so then we was all out. I'm running around telling everybody this is coming, and I'm really telling them with warning, like get right with God, like these things are coming, this stuff is coming, it's about to happen. And I was so anxious about it. Like I was like, well, I like the word zeal. I was full of zeal, like really running around warning and telling everybody, not just my family, but I was telling my family, but I was telling everybody I could. I was telling them it's coming now, it's coming quick. I'm telling you, it's coming. And I was like, it's coming right away. So then we was outside, and in the backyard of my parents' house, I was with different family members, and then one of my family members looked up in the sky, and there was it was a beautiful, clear day. This dream was so real. I really felt like this dream was real. When I woke up, I thought it was real. I thought this thing was really happening. So I was in the backyard, and one of my families looked up, and they saw this white Saturn. It was just like I dreamed, except for some reason, the rings on this planet had what looked almost like it glistened, like as if it had diamonds on the rings, and as if it had diamonds on the planet itself. And I had a knowing in the dream that this planet was huge. It was massive. I knew it was bigger than the earth, even though I was looking up and seeing this because I came outside in the backyard, because it was like, it's in the sky, what is this? And like all these people were just looking up in amazement. And I came out to the backyard too, and I looked and I saw it. I said, it's happening, it's real. I told y'all it would I told you it was coming. I told you. And this planet, when you look up in the sky and saw it, it was so beautiful. And you could get mesmerized, and people were mesmerized by it, like, wow, look at that. It was beautiful. And I was just looking at it in amazement too, but I was telling people as I'm looking at it, these things are happening in the world. This about to happen. Like I knew that in the dream that it was going to be followed by like asteroids falling to the earth, and like little. I knew in the dream I was seeing visions as I was telling people this. I was seeing visions of these little tiny little, look like tiny little rocks hitting the earth. And I've seen this before in other dreams. And it was, they was like these little, I want to say like an inch and a half to 2 inch diameter tiny asteroids that was hitting the earth. And I knew that they was like fire, like they was like fire coals. And I said, you don't understand, this is coming. That's the asteroids are coming after you see this. That's gonna be followed by these asteroids. And it was just amazing. So I'm telling them this as I'm looking at this planet. Man, this is so real. And I see this planet just go on. It's like you could look in the sky and see it, but the earth was moving, the planet was moving, and it didn't feel like the earth was moving. Like I had a knowing in a dream that the earth was moving. As we saw this planet, I had a knowing that the earth was kind of in the dream. I knew somehow that the earth had rotated, that it had rotated out of its out of the rotation that it was in, like as if it turned or something. And I knew that, and I had a knowing in a dream that it was a feeling like it was, I knew like, okay, it was summertime and I was in Chicago, but I had a knowing that now we was feeling like we was in some other state. And I said in the dream, I said, oh, thank God, whatever way the world has rotated, is still hot in this area, because the weather was about the exact same. But I knew that the seasons was switched, the seasons was off, because the earth rotated when this planet went by. And it went by. You could see, we could see the whole planet just go by, and it was massive. And I remember feeling like, in the dream, we was real grateful that it didn't hit the earth, but and the earth rotated as a result, I guess, of the momentum. And it was all daytime, and I was still telling people, you don't understand, it's coming right behind that, the asteroids, everything. This is a warning, and I was telling them, you need to get right with God. These things are coming, they're coming. And I was just telling everybody they need to get right with God, not necessarily, my family, but just only or whatever. I was telling everybody, like everybody that was looking, I was telling them, you got to get right with God. It's coming, and it's coming now. And it was such an urgency, and it was such a desperation to get people to understand what was about to take place. So I was shocked. I woke up, I said, oh my goodness, it was a dream. Anyway, I think this is a warning from the Lord. Another warning that these things are coming, and I felt like it was coming right now. I felt like it was coming real soon. So, you know, I just want to acknowledge you all, that anybody that has not given their life to the Lord, please, please, please do so. Please make your peace with God. If you have unforgiveness, forgive everybody. Okay? And the Bible says, touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. A lot of people are focused right now on hurting one another, or hurting other Christians. And just stop that. This world is not important enough for these petty things that people are doing. Look at what you're doing. We will all be judged. We will stand and be judged by our actions. So I'm telling you guys, stop this foolishness and heed what I'm saying. Okay? Because just like this dream, it was such an urgency. And I'm telling you, just make sure you have forgiveness in your heart, and that you are living holy. And the Bible says, be ye holy, for I am holy. Make sure that you are counted worthy to escape these things that are coming, because they are coming, whether people want to believe it or not. And no man knows the day or the hour, but these things are coming. God bless you all. Bye.